Most of the time we don't cook on camera anymore because those videos just don't. Those videos just waste of time to do. I mean, the editing, most alone the editing just sucks. So that's why.
Yeah, I know. I personally am a fan of watching people make food. I don't know why, but
I'm the same.
I can imagine how it would be hard.
I mean, certain things I can make is easy, but I found out filming cooking for me and stuff just takes so much time to film it because I have to make sure the camera has a charge on it. I just found out cooking and stuff it's not something I'm really good at. I mean, if it's something special I might cook or something, I will film it, but most of the time I don't film my stuff cooking. I mean, I mostly do everything else. It's not because it's boring to cook, it's just it takes forever to, it takes forever to film the stuff and do the editing stuff, which I hardly edit at all, period. I hardly even edit anymore, because it takes a lot of time out of my schedule. So, yeah.
Just cooking by itself already includes a large process of preparation.
Yeah.
And if you just have to make that a video, that adds an extra layer on top of that.
It depends on if it's a special if it's a special thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a special kind of video, like I'm making something special, then yeah, I'll film it. But if it's not special, like the normal thing you get at the store, there's just even filming it. Like Jiffy Pop was a special video because I wanted to always film it doing it. The thing is, it's hard to find Jiffy Pop. It's a lot funner doing that instead of throwing it in the microwave. Let the microwave do all the work.
Absolutely.
At the time, my microwave was having problems too. At the same time, my microwave was giving me problems. So I thought, you know what? Why mess with the microwave and won't cook your popcorn properly when I can just use the oven? The stove was right behind me back. I used my stove and made it, and that's it. I mean, people are asking what kind of stove you have. I have one of those earlier versions of those flat top stoves, but I don't really use it that much. I mostly use the oven. Man, I got my new microwave, so I usually use the oven or the microwave. I don't really use the stovetop that much. I mean, I use the stovetop. I usually put the kettle on the stove and just make, stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, I do a lot of weird stuff. I mean, I do tons of weird stuff. And that's all I really do. I just do it for fun. I mean, YouTube could be a process to make money off of, but I'm broke, so I just do it for fun.
That's such a mood.
People say you can make money off YouTube. Me, personally, I can't make 1 cent. I just do it for fun. Besides, I found out how many subscribers I need to get to make some money off of this thing. I need 1,000 subscribers. Just makes sense. No, really, that's what I found out. Which is not entirely true. I actually got sponsors to help me out already. I already got a couple. I got 2 sponsors already, 2 permanent sponsors. The diner I go to is one of my permanent sponsors, and my uncle, he started a company. He's a permanent sponsor on my channel too.
That's nice.
All I have to do is a few times a year put their businesses on my channel. That's all I have to do. Do that a few times a year, and that's it. And out of the horde, and I don't have to sign no contracts, which is good. Which I do that, and I do pretty good. I mean, I make some pretty weird stuff over the years, but the worst thing I've ever done recently is actually try doing something I've never done before, which I can't believe. I spent the night in one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. So yeah, that was dangerous. But you know what though? I felt completely safe. Because the person I was at had my cousin owns one of the most dangerous towns in the world. He actually has so many guns in his house, it's not even funny. So I knew I'd be safe. He also had a security system. So I know it's safe. Yeah, about half an hour I'm gonna go, so yeah, I do lots of weird stuff. Colin, I don't know what's that one again. That one sucks, Colin. Yeah, I mostly use the songs for background music. I mostly use the stuff to keep for background noise. Because hearing the heater and hearing ticking all night is a nightmare. So I have some kind of noise to keep me calm. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I found the cat playlist.
Oh, Max, Diamond, and Whistle. All 3 of my loving babies.
I love cats. I also have 3. They're all boys, and they're all goblins, but they're my goblins.
2 boys, 1 girl. Max weighs about 10. Diamond weighs 15 pounds. Max weighs about 10, and Whistle weighs about 8 to 9 pounds. And guess what, though? My mom's gonna name them candy bars.
That's not good.
Well, actually, 1 person kept the original name. Diamond was called Blue Diamond, but I got rid of the blue name, and I told Mom we're not naming them that. So I changed their names. And they sound a lot better than what Mom was gonna call him. Mom was gonna call Max Eminem. She would call Whistle whatchamacallit. I'm thinking, no. Whistle and Max and Diamond. I mean, we kept Diamond's name, but we erased the blue part off her name. Because all of them have shapes on their heads as letters and shape. Diamond actually has a diamond on his head, the design. M and a W. So I just thought, you know what? How about we just do that? Just name him that so it doesn't sound weird. I mean...
That's fair.
Yeah, let me check real quick. Okay.
I love them.
Nope. Yeah, things with cats. I mean, once in a while the cats pop in here once in a while, become annoying. I have one that loves zingers. They love coconut. One time I was eating string.
Cat here.
What kind of cat you have?
Two of them are barn cats. They actually came from the same barn, and one of them I adopted from a shelter. I think he's a Bengal though, because he never stops moving. He's always being like athletic.
I mean, my cats are
black and white cat right there.
My cats are all tabbies, so yeah.
They're cute tabbies though.
Oh,
give them pets.
Yeah, and the early footage you see came off my cell phone. But the video where the cat has his nose like this, real close to the screen, like this. If you find that video, they came off my first GoPro. I put it real close to the same face case the cat would do, right? He's like doing this. And it's so funny. You'll find it on there. It's when the cat, it's the first time I ever got a GoPro, and the cat did that. I was curious what the GoPro would do. And I filmed that on my mom's bed, and put in the cat's mug, and it was like doing this, and it was so funny. It was like creepy when I saw it on the screen. But I do crazy stuff. What are you doing, Colin? Oh, that's what you're doing, okay. But I mean, I have done a lot of weird stuff over the years, but my cats are always been a pain, but they actually know what time it is to feed them. I don't need an alarm clock. They actually know what time to feed them. They nuzz you, they tap your back, they do this to you, wake up, wake up, wake up. And it actually does work when we have no power. I mean,
I wish my cats knew what time was food time. They think all the time is food time, so I'll just exist near them, and they'll be like, meow. And I'm like, don't you dare.
Yeah.
Don't you meow at me like that, you sassy cat.
Yeah. Thing is, though, the cats do pretty good. I mean, the cats do pretty good. I mean, I don't really make cat videos anymore because, you know, I have over 90 cat videos. I have more cat videos. I mean, that's the ones they just put in an archive. I have tons of cat videos on my channel. I just don't put them online. I just put them online because I just don't have the, you know, I just don't want to do that because it's, you know, it takes forever to do that. I have like 100 playlists on there, so yeah.
That's some quality content, though.
I try my best. I mean, this one does 1080p. The blue one does 4K. And I bought a cheap camera for like, I mean, a new version of this camera I'm using right now. That's, I mean, above my what I've been using lately to do stuff. Goes for $150 brand new. The Virtual 9 does. I'm using the version 4, and I do pretty good, I think. So yeah. I do a lot of stuff. Aging wheels, birds. He's hilarious. But yeah, I do a lot of weird stuff online. I mean, like I said, I do gaming. I started doing gaming recently, which I don't really do that much. I really don't become a gaming channel because gaming channels, you know, have a lot more of those strict restrictions and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I do gaming, but not as much as I could. But I just don't want to do much gaming because there's no reason to do it for. What the heck? I destroyed a U-Haul rental truck. Or did I? That seems weird. I'll watch that. I mean, I do some weird stuff, but most of the time I make sure my content is half decent, you know, so I don't get yelled at and stuff, but... How in the hell did you get your... Oh, that's overkill. This guy hasn't... You must be loaded, dude. You got a Urus? This guy must be loaded because he owns a Lamborghini Urus. Those things go for over $100,000. Please, my Jeep's only 500. My Jeep's cheaper than that. My Jeep's only $500.
I know I got my first car for $700. It was an '03 Mustang, and she worked good for me for 2 years until the suspension broke in the front. Luckily, I wasn't going super fast or anything, so I didn't get into a crash.
Actually, I do have a car, but it's a farm car. Okay, my friend.
Yeah, that's fine.
$500 for a Jeep. That's not bad, is it? $500 for.
That is so good.
$500. I mean. A cheap car, okay, you can get a cheap used car between $500 to $1,000. Okay, which I actually could have bought myself a van for $1,000. I could buy myself a van for $400. The problem is, it's a vehicle that doesn't exist anymore. It's a Plymouth, so I thought, do I really want this van? Nah, I don't drive, so why do I need a van? I bought myself a Jeep. Go to my friend's property, and during wintertime, tear it up on his property, and that's about all I do. Which actually he uses it more than I use it, and he's surprised, though, that I bought the Jeep. The person I got it off the internet from, the person I bought it from, right, didn't tell me it was a manual.
Oh, that's great.
Which I can drive a stick. I have no problem driving. I can drive a stick, no problem. And he didn't tell me the clutch in it was bad either. He didn't tell me the clutch was bad, so I've been driving the stick since I was 7.
Oh.
So I know how to drive a stick, yeah. I've been driving a stick since I was 7. The one thing I hate about the first vehicle I ever drove a stick with was my friend's was her uncle's old GMC truck. The problem was no power steering. And it was a 5-speed. So I mean I can drive a stick, it's no problem.
That's good.
I mean, people are surprised that I know how to drive a stick. Come on, my mother owned a stick for most of my life. I think I could drive a stick. People are surprised that I know how to drive a stick shift, because people my age don't know how to drive a stick.
I don't know how to drive a stick. I respect that you can.
Well, technically, if you live in a country if you live in a state where there's a lot of snow, a stick's a lot better to drive than it is than a automatic. Because a stick, you can control yourself in the ice. Because if you're in the ice, you're not supposed to slide enough, and you're supposed to leave it in neutral. You slide in the ice. If you're sliding down a hill, put it in neutral and just let it coast. That's all you're supposed to do. When you get stuck, put it back in first. Just drive as slowly as you can out of the snow. With automatic, you got the torque converter, which actually can make it mess up. So yeah, I mean I know what I was doing. I'm being safe. Yeah, I was being safe and reliable. But the thing I hate the most is the thing that sucks still driving is driving the ice, because ice is bad.
Absolutely. I'm so glad I live somewhere where the roads don't get super icy a whole lot. Where I live, it's pretty warm. We don't get real cold or anything, so it's just nice and easy to drive around most of the year, except for when it's raining, or there's a tornado, or there's heavy wind.
Oh,
but that's just
heavy wind. I mean, heavy winds. I can't drive when it's heavy winds because I drive top heavy because my vehicle's top heavy. I mean, even if it's on a field, I can't drive it because it's a Jeep, and I don't want to hurt myself. I mean, it's one of those early Jeeps that are the 4-door SUVs you can buy, right? The hardtop and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted a hardtop Jeep for one reason, so I don't hurt myself, because I know the ones with canopies, they flip real easy, and I know those canopy roofs don't stay on that long, so I got me a normal Jeep that I can just drive and just go around in, which a friend uses now for a farm tractor, which I don't mind, just that it's easier to drive that than anything else. Besides, just for fun, but still. One time he told me he can't drive in the dirt and the grass. I mean, he thought I couldn't drive in the snow, right? He lives on a country road where there's not a lot of cars and stuff. He told me, $5 you can't drive on the road, and the road's icy. That was last 2 years ago. He was surprised. I knew how I was driving the stick in the ice and snow. Almost ended up in the ditch. But I did pretty good, he said.
That's good.
So, if we almost got stuck in the ditch, I said, you want to make it more easier? What are you going to do? 4-wheel drive. And I was in 2-wheel drive. He said, what, you think I can't do it? No, you can't do this. Okay. I pulled it up. He said, what's that? 4-wheel drive. I didn't know the Jeep had 4-wheel drive. Why do you think I bought the Jeep in the first place if it didn't have 4-wheel drive? If it had 4-wheel drive, I wouldn't buy the damn Jeep. He said, wait, I forgot this is a Jeep. He thought it was a Chevy SUV. He thought it was an SUV. Like a Chevy or something.
Oh.
He gave me it's a Jeep. He thought it was a Dodge. So yeah, he got it was a Jeep. So I put it in there. Like I said, part-time, so I drove down the road stuff and didn't slide it once. Yeah, we stopped it, put it out of 4-wheel drive, put it in reverse, got it out of 4-wheel drive, put it back in first gear, and just drove back into his house. He was surprised how good I could do it. He said, first time we drove on the road, right? First time I drove on ice. But you know what you're doing. Yep. So yeah, I'm nuts. I'm a nut. I'm the local Yeah, like I said, my goal is...
Sometimes to have fun, you gotta do something.
Every time I do this stuff, though, I don't bring a GoPro with me. That's what sucks about it. I should always bring a camera with me.
For sure. I hate to disappear, but I need to make dinner. It's getting late for me.
Yeah, and I'm going to be maybe uploading the videos in a little bit. Yeah.
I will probably see them because I'm subscribed now.
Thanks, so, see ya.
Yeah, lovely talking to you.
Yep. See who else we got here now, guys.